And I understand now that it's not so much just the passion that I have for dealing with this, but it's also the microbe medicine that I get every day by digging into the soil and working with the living soil that we have on site. So let's connect soil health with the even bigger environmental crisis, the climate change. So when we talk about climate change, soil is actually the biggest carbon reservoir on the planet. So if you look at the numbers about the amount of carbon that is in these different sections, so the atmosphere has 850 billion tons of carbon. And so this is the area where we're trying to reduce that number to try and slow or prevent climate change. Soil has 1,600 billion tons of carbon in it. That's twice what's in our atmosphere. And then plants store another 550 billion tons of carbon themselves. So these are incredible sources of carbon storage. And how this actually works is plants take in the carbon through carbon dioxide through the plant leaves through photosynthesis. Then they store it as sugars that they exchange with the soil microbes in the soil. And when the soil microbes come up and they're like, hey, you want this phosphorus? I want those carbon-rich sugars that you just transferred from the air. And then those soil microbes take it and they store it underground where they can be stored for decades or centuries even. And so when you have healthy soil and you have this incredible carbon sink, so there's actually research out there that shows if you increase the amount of carbon holding capacity of soil across the world by just 0.4%, just 0.4%, it can actually take all of the carbon that we need to remove from an atmosphere right now. Just 0.4%. But the sad part is, because of our depletion of agricultural soils, which is the largest amount of soils that we have, that is actually releasing carbon to the atmosphere. So instead of storing it with the soil microbes, we've destroyed those with our synthetic chemicals. We are now releasing carbon to the atmosphere, and so much so that we've released 50 to 70% of the carbon out there through the destruction of our topsoils and our soil health. Now, the good news is that regenerative agriculture is actively trying to reverse this trend. So regenerative agriculture can actually increase soil organic matter by 200 to 300%. It increases the carbon sequestration, the storage of carbon in our soils. It improves the soil health, and it is also more higher profitability for the farmers that implement it. The trick is that it takes 3 to 5 years to implement, but Elm Dirt products can help speed that process along. That's where our farmers are seeing a lot of success in helping aid that transition to regenerative agriculture and aiding their regenerative agriculture process so that they can become more profitable and also increase the nutritional density of their food, increase their carbon sequestration, and do all the right things on their farms.